hello, and hopefully the microphone is on, and hopefully everything's working properly, and hopefully you're getting ready for another episode of Town on Tour, the High School Club Animal Crossing stream, in which we visit a different person's island every week. And with me tonight, as always, is the mayor of Town himself, Shrinkle McDinkle, David Fair.
That's Mayor D-Bags to you.
Oh, Mayor D-Bags, how you been?
Pretty good, pretty warm.
It's boiling. It's absolutely boiling. And sorry, I was getting confused by the chat there, because the chat is already lit with people actually, making note of the fact that it has been 10 weeks since Animal Crossing New Horizons dropped. And to mark the 10-week point, we've invited back the guest from the very first stream. I was about to call you Mayor Sailor, but do you prefer Resident Rep Ed?
Ed. Mayor Ed is fine, I think. Yeah.
I
don't like the Resident Rep thing. It'll always be Mayor. I'll always be the Mayor.
That's right. Resident Rep, it doesn't roll off the tongue in the same way. You two will always be mayors to me.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So yeah, it has been 10 weeks of New Horizons. So we're going to be looking back on the start of our brand new adventure in a brand new Animal Crossing game. I can barely speak. I'm so excited. But yes, we're gonna revisit Big Tuna, Ed's Island, which we saw in its kind of nascent stage 10 weeks ago. 10 weeks, it's crazy, right? And we're going to also be chatting a little bit about kind of our impressions with the game now we've kind of bedded in, really. But before we get into that, there is something very important that a lot of people haven't realised, and also the game doesn't tell you. Ed, you made reference to this just before we went on air. Today is Tom Nook's birthday, May 30th. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Did you guys know?
I didn't until I saw someone tweet it today, to be honest.
Yeah. Ho told me. Yeah, so
it's strange that the game doesn't acknowledge Tom Nook's birthday, right? I mean, to a lot of people, he is Animal Crossing. He doesn't make a big deal out of it. Ed mentioned Isabelle doesn't make a big deal out of it.
It's weird that Isabelle doesn't. I was sure she'd say something. Or they'd have a little dance routine, or there'd be some balloons up, but no.
Do you think he's one of those people that doesn't like his birthday? He doesn't like to feel like he's getting old?
Yeah, he's a humble Tanuki, I think. I don't think he'd want to draw attention to himself. I
don't think he's had a birthday in a previous game either that's been acknowledged, whereas Tortimer, I'm pretty sure, did have a birthday.
Yes, I definitely remember some kind of Tortimer occasion. I guess maybe Tom Nook is a busy man. He doesn't have time for kind of the frivolry. Is that a word? The frivolity of a birthday celebration. He's all about getting those bags, securing that bag of bells.
I reckon he's the kind of person who he works very hard, and then after hours he'll maybe have a drink at his desk.
Or a little whiskey.
He's got a special bottle put to one side.
Oh, I can imagine that. It's classy. Small Flowers in the chat is wondering how old Tom Nook is. Chilliper's guess is 50. Now that's an interesting question. Do the animals age like humans?
I think he's about 1,000 years old. I reckon he's ancient. Yeah, I reckon he's a bit older than time.
Okay, I reckon he's 1 month old.
Well, there is that kind of implication, I guess, that Tom, Nook, and Red are kind of mythical creatures, right? So I suppose it's possible. Small Flowers thinks he's going to celebrate with whiskey and a round of golf. I can see that.
Yeah, definitely.
I can see that for
Absolutely.
Sure. So it's been 10 weeks, like we mentioned. Today, obviously, going to go down in history. Tom Nook's birthday that everybody's forgotten. But there's been lots of stuff has happened in these 10 weeks in the game. I'm just curious to know what you guys, what your favourite moments have been. You know, a lot has happened. We've had Zipper, we've met Flick, CJ for the first time. There's been a fishing tourney. There's been the egg hunt. There's been like all sorts. There's been the stamp rally. What's standing out to you two as like your favourite moments?
I mean, I love red. I love the red stuff. I think that's really cool. I don't know. I love all the meteor shower stuff. I actually just love all the high score club, like WhatsApp chat and just hanging out with people. To be honest, going to their islands. That's what I've really enjoyed in the last 10 weeks. I mean, stuff like the stamp rally was kind of cool, but yeah, I think it's just like the interactions you have with people. I've just really enjoyed.
It does feel like it's been like more of a social game than ever. I mean, basically the online functionality is incredibly similar to what was possible in New Leaf, right? I think you can have more people, right? That's the difference. You could have 4 in New Leaf and now you can have 8, but basically it's the same.
It's still somewhat clunky, but I like the I just like the way that you have these events, like Red turns up to someone's island, or someone has Celeste there, there's a meteor shower, and then everyone kind of goes to that person's island, just hangs out and does stuff. I think that's really cool, and I think the developers have really pushed that in the game. I think that's nice.
Am I right in thinking that that Red now has the potential to have more than one real painting in the ship at one time?
Yeah, I think they can all be real paintings.
So that really does encourage people. It, like you say, it is an event when someone's got red on their island, because it's quite a rare thing to find on your own island. It's fun just to go and look at the fakes sometimes, but also it's another reason to visit someone because they can only buy one real item anyway. They can only buy one item which may or may not be real. So you can always go and visit their island, and maybe you'll get another bit of artwork as well.
Yeah,
so that's nice. It's been like the perfect storm, right? Because, you know, the game has always prioritized, withholding events, making them happen on certain dates to make playing the game on certain dates special. But now we have like this whole like online world that wasn't as developed during New Leaf as it is now, and yeah, like Ed mentioned, it's been really, really great to see like people kind of coming together like they never have done before. We're going to get a little bit more into kind of stuff that people have been getting up to together in a little bit. But we have to chat about, well, the comings and goings, as always. Shrinky, I hear that you've got a new resident. Who is it?
I do. It's Lucha. And from an island tour past episode, he's from Rock Roost.
This is the crazy thing. I don't think, with the exception of Barreled, I don't think a villager has been mentioned as many times on this show as Lucha. I feel like loads of people have Lucha. I've got Lucha. Granted, I got Lucha from an amiibo card. My wife's got Lucha. Dim had Lucha. I think we met Lucha on another island too. Why are there so many Luchas?
Who knows the mysterious reasoning behind villager allocations? Yeah, I certainly didn't expect. Well, it's nice to know this is the same Lucha, so it's not another kind of duplication. It is Lucha from Rock Roost has moved to my town.
Did he come there randomly?
Yeah, one of my villagers left. I had to say goodbye to Celia, which was a bit of a shame. But Celia, decided to move on for Islands New, and I had an empty patch for a few days, and I actually thought that was going to be a good excuse for me to go back and start doing some other mystery island tours, because I've racked up about 80,000 Nook miles, and
what do you do them up to a certain point?
Yeah, I haven't been doing what some people are doing, which is visiting loads of islands, hoping to meet certain villagers. So I just was going to go and visit some islands and just see who's there. But just before I could get a chance to do that, Lucha just rocked up, pun not intended, and he's there. But he's not been sharing any good gossip yet. No, I've been really wanting to get the good gossip. So far, he's not brought it up.
So he's obviously.
Be sure I'll let you know if I hear anything juicy.
So he's obviously joined your crew of, I want to say, inmates in Palcatraz. I've got an image on the screen right now of well, the cellmates all lined up with you.
Oh no, they're all fine. They're all enjoying it. You can tell from that picture that they're having a lovely time. So that picture was taken to commemorate Celia before she left, and that's her friend next to her having a bit of a emotional moment. Amelia.
That's such a troubling picture.
I know.
No, it's fine. It's really fine. It looks a lot worse than it is. And they all got their own clothes they can change into whenever they like. They can come and go whenever they like.
That's generous. That is generous.
As you can see from Lucha's arrival and Zelia's departure. So it's all fine. It's all any rumours you've heard are overblown.
And you know, it's a little bit more wholesome is what's going on my island with the Steam baseball team. You know, unfortunately, the screenshot that I've chosen to show from our development from the past 10 weeks is not the current lineup. It still has Colton in there, who unfortunately left to pastures new. No pun intended. I guess horses live on the pasture, right? I mean, Shrinky, maybe one day we can have a great kind of exhibition match. You know, the inmates versus the this team here. I would love to see that on Palcatraz.
Yeah, I do have a lot of jocks on my island, so we could be in with something.
I do love Jock. Jock's my favourite personality, I think.
I've got Stinky and Rowan as my jocks, and it's fun to see both of them and enjoy time with them. But speaking of people who are not enjoying their villages, or rather moving on to people who are not enjoying their villages, and also transfers, Emmy sent us, Emmy, who you'll remember from Scoots, which I think was maybe episode, I want to say 5 of this show. Emmy's been having some problems with Bitty. If you're not familiar with Bitty, she's a wonderful pink hippo. But Emmy's not loving her time with her because actually a little incident happened, Ed, that I think maybe you were indirectly part of.
I feel really guilty about this one. Well, not guilty. I guess it's not really my fault. But Fauna, yeah, Fauna was on the way out and was in boxes, and Emmy was really keen to invite her to Ireland. But when Emmy came over, she discovered that Fauna couldn't move because someone had already taken the plot, and that someone was Bitty, which seems like a very cruel twist of fate if anyone has seen Bitty before.
I love Bitty. I love that this happened. I love that, you know, if somebody really desperately wanted a cute little fauna, but instead they get, you know, the queen that is Bitty showing up. You can see Emmy on screen here fuming as Bitty sits in the town square.
That is a classic picture. I do love that picture. Fauna ended up going to a random Swedish girl on Twitter, who was very pleased. Sent me a lovely message telling me all about how she built a garden for Fauna and all that stuff. So she did find a lovely home.
Feels so bad for Emmy as well. So that's double heartbreak.
I did actually. What makes it worse is I did work out a way that we could have done it as well afterwards.
What's the secret?
Well, it would have involved time travel, I think.
Oh,
disgusting.
You know how I feel about time travel. But it was only a few hours later, and I thought, well, maybe Emmy could have gone back in time to free up the plot. But yeah,
Sammy's sad that everyone hates the hippos. Sammy, I want to tell you that I don't hate the hippos. Emmy, tell me when Bitty's in boxes, because I'm coming to get her. And then, but some villages, you know, although we love them, they can be nuisances. I've got a picture on screen right now of Audrey, who had to call the rescue service when Roscoe blocked her within her kind of waterfall feature. He's just sitting there having a lovely time by the riverbank, but she had to call, you know, Mr. Rossetti, or who we assume is Mr. Rossetti, to rescue her. I mean, it's a nuisance, right? But it's a cute nuisance.
What a predicament!
What a predicament! We got so much stuff. Thanks to everybody who sent us in pictures to show from everybody's first 10 weeks of the game so far. Jane from Andante, I think it's pronounced Andante, sent this amazing picture of I think if you watch the stream regularly, you remember that I was absolutely amazed seeing that the turtles kind of could just be placed and moved around. And she had an experience where she was trying to place one on a pillow, and it ended up on top of a snack machine. You can see that she's very surprised. Jay's looking on pretty nonchalantly though, which is kind of his vibe, I guess. Have you guys got any turtles lurking around?
You
I
might
finally
find
caught my first one just last week.
I
if you
I've been
keep
wanting
an
one for ages.
eagle eye out, you might see a couple. Yeah.
Oh,
I definitely haven't caught one yet, but I've been really really bad at fishing, um, as some people know. Um, Moving on, so I've got a big massive folder of screenshots that I'm pulling from in
there's no need to show
real
off,
time.
Martin.
I'm very sorry. So who's up next? Who have we got? Oh, there is more stuff, I promise. What's next in the bag? Oh, it's a favourite. It is a favourite. It's appearing on small. We've come a long way.
A very long way.
And that brings me to the kind of question about development. Obviously, we're going to Big Tuna now. We're going to see a lot of changes. Um, you know, how much do you feel that your island, your experience is different from week one, day one?
Well, I think there's a lot more stuff.
Mhm.
There's paths everywhere. I've kind of kept the layout similar, I guess, to what it was originally, and just tried to build on it. Like I know some people kind of have radically reshaped their islands and had like very strict plans on what they were planning to do. But I've tried to sort of keep things in a sort of similar place. And I've just tried to make it kind of a fun place to explore, I guess, compared to what it was. I'm struggling to remember what it was like. I know there were bits. I mean, I know in the first week we had, I did have the kind of private beach area. There was a little Zen garden area that I'd started, but there was really not much to it at that point. So I think, yeah, you'll find there's a lot more stuff. There's a lot more development.
Well, you've
It's
been teasing. I don't say teasing. You've been sharing pictures on Twitter of things that you've been working on, and I'm very very intrigued to see some of the areas you've been building. I really want to see your area near Red's landing station.
Yeah, people seem to really like that area. Yeah, it's a shame Red is not here, but I guess he wouldn't be here on a Saturday. It is best when Red is there. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's the kind of the centerpiece, I guess.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll keep that until later on, rather than rushing there straight away.
Yeah,
So I'm just having a little bit of connection troubles getting at the airport. Bear with me.
Uh,
I think also there's some chat on the chat there's some chat on the chat. That's a mouthful. That we're having some connection issues. So do let us know if you're having trouble seeing anything, because we're just about to
yeah.
start the island tour.
Well, I was going to say I don't know if you think that this is an issue with Twitch in general or anything to do with our own stream. Because if it is our own stream, maybe we should take a little few minute break to try and sort it out at this juncture.
I tell you, if you give us a few seconds, we're just going to try and see if it's on our side, and we'll resume with the island tour. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody. We're back. Hopefully, everything's working okay with the stream. We seem to be doing all right on our side with the stream. We just had to check just in case, because it would be terrible to end the stream just before the island tour. But here we go. Ho's mentioning the pin badge. Yeah, sorry, we went to the link slate real quick there. And yes, we are shipping out the High School Club pin badge again, because the post office closest to the clubhouse is now open. But we've got a few more. There were a few more screenshots there that I failed to show while we're in the middle of detecting whether or not we were having stream issues. But maybe we'll show a few others at the end of the stream.
I think it's we've been lost again.
Really? Decoding video error.
I'm getting that error as well.
I reckon that must be Twitch, right? It says we're broadcasting. Testing. Have we broken Twitch? I'm gonna write in the chat. Have we broken Twitch? And oh, so Sammy can see the stream. This is going to be great tonight. I'm guessing that there is a problem with Twitch. So we're going to carry on with the stream. We're going to pretend like Twitch is working. If Twitch is not working, then we'll figure it out, I guess. Jules by Ben says we're stuttering. Okay, so some people are saying they can see it. Okay, I reckon, guessing it's a Twitch issue. If it gets really bad, we may need to stop and start the stream. But we're going to carry on right now. Maybe try refreshing. I'm not very good at this. Anybody? Maybe Barold would know what to do. He's an IT guy.
He would know what to do.
Okay. So, we've arrived.
Yay!
We're back on Big Tuna. Finally. So it looks very different. Immediately, it looks incredibly different. This was a desert island when we got here last time.
It was. I think it was some flowers and a picture of Rold and some bonfires. I think was what you agreed with before. But now there are some nice paths and fences and things. The only frustrating thing is the position of the airport is just off with the resident services building.
Oh,
that's fine.
Aggravating every time, but you have to have a little left hook around.
That's what it's like in real life. Unless you've completely planned out a city in advance, that's what's going to happen. So I've kind of tried to roll with that on the island. Let's take things by chance a little bit.
Loving the cobblestones.
Yeah, so I actually these are my own design. These stones.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I got impatient. I did this entrance bit I did before.
I remember you asking in the groups. I remember the early days before we'd realised that you could there was a custom tool.
Yeah, painstakingly laying down every square with this pattern. And then I was going, is there not a better way of doing this? And there was a better way of doing it. I just had to wait a couple of days more to get KK Slider. But yeah, so I've done that and put in this nice little pathways and stuff.
So you've got some helpful signs already. So already I think we can tell where the museum is, where Able Sisters is, and I'm guessing the other sign is for your house.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, where are you taking us first, Ed?
I think we're going to go to the town square first.
Okay.
And the museum district, which
I love it. The museum district. That's how much it's changed.
I was going to say that as well. District.
Yeah. So here we go.
Oh, hello.
Look at this.
Oh, this feels like a European town square.
Yeah.
Vibe.
Yeah. I'd like a blonde beer, please. That's something that you would say on holiday, right?
Yeah. One small blonde beer.
Loving the vibe of this. Just trying to determine what the stalls are, so I can see.
Oh yeah, have a guess. What you
okay. So I'm sensing I'm sensing that. I'm gonna sense that over here. Are we looking at? A curry situation over here? That's what I want to know.
I reckon soup.
Oh wait, there's
Yeah.
some sausages
Bread.
in the background.
It's some sort of ramen store, I think.
Oh,
Can see the
ramen
smoke
with a side of bread.
there. Right, this is the fishing shop, I'm guessing. Also,
Memorabilia.
yeah, memorabilia because there's a ship in a bottle. Loving that.
Oh, I love the use of the. You've got the refrigeration case, the cool case from the fishing tourney
Oh, I didn't even realise you could win
at the
that.
back here.
Yeah, I love that. And
That's
the
amazing.
fishing pots as well, which you can get for the tourney.
I can't believe you stole Chip's cooler.
That's the word, cooler.
Cooler.
And you got your little menu cards up here.
Yes.
nice.
So, that's not my own design. That was I pinched it from someone.
You could double it up as a social network.
Yeah,
On the
that's
TV
true. Oh
screen,
yeah,
you
of
need to
course. Very nice, very nice.
Now I've got a coffee shop and an ice cream store.
Fruit stall, by the looks of
Kind
it.
of fruit, but yeah, it's the flavours of ice cream you can get from the store. And then
I'd love an ice cream right now. Oh, an espresso, a cafe dolce. Is that what that's called? That's not what it's called, is it? Arigato. That's what it's called. I'm classy.
it's when you have $1 of ice cream in your
It
coffee.
took me forever to figure out how I was meant to eat one of those, but now I know, and I'm very classy for it. Look at this guy floating through the air, talking to turtles on the in the studio rather. Here's a big one.
Is it
Like-
the Archelon? Is it the Archelon? Archelon?
Archelon.
One of the flying turtles
Yeah, the
doing an impressive swoop.
classic flying turtle of the dinosaur world.
Oh, look at this! Look at this!
Yeah, you've gone for the. I'd say, it seems to be a quite a trend for this waterfalls and fossils grand
Yeah, this is
entrance for your
definitely
museum.
something I've seen on a lot of islands.
Well,
So
it's
I go with it.
the museum is truly a centerpiece of the world of
Yeah.
Animal Crossing. So, like, you know, I've struggled with this because my museum is in a very humble place. Because I originally placed it right next door to the shop, because that way anything Blathers didn't need I could immediately sell. And I haven't yet moved my museum to a more auspicious place. I've kind of been developing a space that feels like maybe the museum will go there, but I haven't committed to it yet. So I'm definitely taking notes right now. Getting lots of compliments about this, by the way, on the chat.
And I like the you're showcasing the diversity of stuff inside your museum by having a bit of art, an insect,
Yeah, I tried to
fossils.
get everything
yeah, and a fossil fish, which I presume could. Is that a fish? No, it's something else.
It's a little
Oh, at the
lizard,
end is a fish.
little
Yeah.
Liz.
have any fish models.
Is this a real statue? Is that the real Venus de Milo?
No. I don't think so.
I-
I don't think so.
I don't
I love
know.
the all the statues are great though. All red statues. I love
Absolutely.
them. Fake or real, I love them. And I
Yeah.
hope I'll get some more. And I can. That's what I've got this sort of empty space next to the museum. I hope I'll get
I see.
nice maybe David. Statue of David.
Nah. Oh, I see. What you mean. Right. Very, very nice. Is there a secret passage around the back here? Am I allowed to go
Okay.
back there?
Oh wait.
Camel under.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love that there's a view onto like a little woodland area. Nice
Oh.
little palette cleanse. Also, I hadn't noticed you've got the lovely layered bridge illusion, shall we call it here too? Love it.
Yeah, which island had that? One of the islands on the stream had that, didn't it?
That was Ryan's
Yeah.
island. He had a very
Yeah, I
long
love-
one.
Now, was this an,
I'm very struck by that mega bridge. Yeah.
was this an aesthetic choice, or is it because you ran out of? You've got so many bridges, you had to make one.
Well, no, it's because it's an elevated bridge. You can't build the bridges at yeah, you can't have them at elevation. So I'd have to. I mean, I could have a river running through this part, but in order to have it like above height, you have to.
See,
I'm really curious of whether we're gonna get those kind of system changes. Like there's obviously certain things that people are pretty regularly trying to achieve, and one of these is like the elevated bridge. You know, some of it is kind of wall structures to make buildings outside essentially. I wonder if we're going to see those added into the gameplay, a bit like how we got that really considerable Welcome Amiibo update that added the Happy Home Designer controls to New Leaf.
that did take about 3 years to be added though, so
I'll wait 3 years.
don't get too excited about that just yet. Look at this massive T-Rex just outside.
Hello, sailor.
I don't realise it. Mouth open.
I didn't realise that either.
Did you never notice that?
Oh my! I don't even have a complete T-Rex in my museum, let alone outside.
I think I did have to crowdsource this one from the high school club WhatsApp.
Shout out to the fossil club.
I got a lot of help.
Well, this thing is creepy. I don't know what that is in real life. Sorry for being uncultured.
No, I'm not sure what it is actually either.
I think it's
that's
a giant...
definitely fake as well.
Oh.
I wouldn't know what was fake about it. Someone on the stream will probably in the chat will point out what is obviously. I'm really bad at the art. Like I got fooled by the sassy eyebrows Mona Lisa.
Well,
That's because you wanted it to look like that.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So
Where to?
let's head into the centre of the island.
Spotted some more random custom pattern tiles on the floor.
Oh yeah, there's lots of
And
there's
outside.
that. On the other side, yes. Yeah. Got a few. You might notice a few of these kind of vine patterns.
Oh yeah, that's what I'd spotted on the other side. Yeah.
So,
Oh, it's making me want to play 16-bit RPG. Seeing those.
Shrink's Awakening.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Somebody set up that stream.
So-
Whoa! Look at this pattern.
Oh, this was the Zen Garden, but I think
We just
Oh.
met
it
it
was
up.
literally just a little bar, and that was it. And it was just plans. So now, yeah, I've got this kind of sand garden pattern that you can kind of overlay on the regular carving.
So fancy.
So is this a 2-layer pattern? You've got regular paving underneath, and then
Yes, you got a light sand pattern, and then there's a pattern that's got transparency just laid over the top.
Did you make
5
it?
different colors. No. Yeah, I think about 2/3 of the patterns ones I borrowed from people, and about a third maybe I've done myself. Mainly the ones at town square and the path at the start, they were mine. But the
You know-
vines and this are the ones I've done.
So how many patterns does this consist of?
5.
Oh,
worth it though.
yeah, absolutely.
Just
right.
think if real life Zen monks only thought to paint this pattern on the floor, they wouldn't have to keep on re-sweeping their gardens. It saves so much time on maintenance, so they should think about that.
You've cracked it. That's how visionary thinks, Shrinky.
I'll write in a letter. Suggest it.
Head.
Lovely bridge.
So over here is Murphy's house, the cranky cub.
Okay, so it seems like, and let me know if you two disagree. It seems like there are two schools of thought in the kind of villager house kind of game. One is to arrange the villagers' houses in a kind of neat and small like neighborhood pattern, and the other is to kind of dot them over the map more organically, I guess, and give them bigger areas. And I feel like you're in that latter camp, aren't you, Ed?
Yeah, I've kind of dotted them out organically. I think I've only done 2. I've only moved 2 houses so far.
This is really lovely.
Yeah, this is
and
like Murphy's little garden centre that he's got, because he kind of tends to woods. You see, there's some wood in the hills above, and because he's cranky, he's the only villager who lives on this side of the island, so he kind of has his own space.
I love the little you can barely see it on the stream, but just where Ed is at the moment, you can see this like kind of broken down wood pattern that I think it like really.
Oh yeah,
Really adds a little something that I love these kind of like little extra textures that help kind of smooth out into the kind of official game textures, I guess.
Yeah, you can kind of see that. You can see that better if you look at his house and you see the path running down. You can see that broken texture where I am at the moment. Maybe it's easier to see there. That's the one you mean, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice.
Oh yeah, he's got his cherry trees. He lives in peace. Everyone can leave him alone. So yeah, if we go this way, see the sign we're heading towards my house. To the left, there's some lovely woodland. Maybe just have a little ramble, quick ramble.
I've never seen so many different types of this sign before.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. You can customise that sign a lot.
Oh, this is really lovely.
So,
I think this is something that I really want to aspire to have too. It's like a kind of well, I mean, obviously you've curated this very well, but I suppose a kind of untended area that feels very like natural and nice.
It actually took a long time to kind of do. Even though it looks kind of chaotic, you're kind of trying to make it just the right amount of chaotic.
Yeah, my untended area feels less rich than this. Mine just feels like a genuine mess.
I really wanted to just have like a properly wild. But you could also kind of try and explore a little bit. That people want to kind of wander around. And
well, this coprolite over here is looking pretty wild.
What kind of beast is left out?
I'm very excited to see it. Very happy.
This is the kind of wood that, if I wanted to be dark, I'd say, oh, you could get murdered in. Or if I wanted to be lighter, I could say, this would be a fun place to play hide and seek. And actually, I don't know if it happens in New Horizons, but when villagers suggest that, why don't we play hide and seek? I imagine that would actually be quite worrying for you, Ed, having to try and find villagers on your island.
When Wisp turns up and I have to look for him, it's a nightmare. A lot of the time I cannot find his Wisp piece.
Shout out to Bad Little Boy who's joined us. He's asking whose island it is. It's Mayor Ed, who we're revisiting 10 weeks later, seeing how much has changed. And the answer is a lot has changed. A lot has changed. It's all changed.
It's not all. I'd say there's something is still the same.
So how
the
much
layout of the island
is
broadly similar. I mean, this area was woods before. It wasn't. It didn't have any paths or any other items in it. It was just,
how much self-control have you exercised over yourself when it comes to the terraforming?
Well, I started off with a lot of self-control. I mean, I think like a lot of people, you start doing a bit, and then you do a bit more, and start chipping away. I have been quite controlled. I've kept it quite similar to what it was originally. I've kept the layout, that central island, the Zen island, is the same because I really like that about the original design of the island, and the way the rivers kind of come out is the same.
Maddie on the chat is saying that she did actually get lost in those woods when she last visited.
I actually lost hoping just then.
Okay, so if we go up here to the left, maybe we'll pay a quick visit to my house. So my house has moved. It used to be in a totally different place on the island, and now it's got.
Ooh. How many star pieces does it take to make this?
5.
Oh, it looks like it probably took 1 million.
I've got a few of them dotted around the island now.
I am transfixed by your front door. I have not seen this before.
It's got a door plate on there. The crest, that's the crest door plate, I think.
That door plate is insane. It's making me a bit nervous to go inside.
it's making me think that we're going to need the shield key. That we need to go and extract it from a zombie or
Wait,
something.
I'll just play Moonlit Sonata on this gnome, on the biker gnome. Okay, gonna go in.
Go in.
Wish me luck. I hope there's no zombies. Screeching rees of clot that there were 2 Lily of the Valleys there that we missed.
3. They're actually 3. I'm keeping count. Very hard to maintain a 5-star rating when you've got a chaotic wood like that.
Okay, this. Look at this.
So I remember that you having a nice atrium vibe before.
I mean, there wasn't. I don't think there was a fountain in here before.
But this
I'm
is
sure
really
it was just the sofas, and I think it was just
Was
like
it?
I'm pretty sure it was just a lounge. I think.
Oh, okay.
Can we get a fact check on that?
No, that's right. No, it was Dim who had a nice atrium for a hallway. But this is a 5-star island. This is a 5-star hotel's atrium.
Yeah.
This,
Thank
I haven't seen so much of this stuff before. Again, this is revealing myself as somebody that is still to this date discovering something new every day. Haven't seen this cupboard before. That's really lovely. I don't think I've seen the music stand.
Yeah, the music stand I got lucky. That's a crafting item. I
Oh,
was on someone's island. I can't remember. Maybe it was Holly's island. And yeah.
how much was the cello?
Oh, I think that's about 120.
Ooh.
The harp was 100.
You mean the harp that Shrinky's absolutely massacring at the moment behind us? No respect.
No respect for that harp. So,
Oh,
yeah, the
that's
closet
really
is a Celeste.
Oh, is it?
Celeste item.
So
It's
lovely.
the latest one.
Maddie's remarking on all the crafted plants around the room.
Yeah, I won't be mad at that.
It looks lovely. Oh, the
You
flower
could have-
gramophone.
Could have cleaned up these leaves though, these petals.
Yeah, I mean, it's breathtaking. I didn't know we were going to see something so bougie today, but here we are.
Classy. You're going to see a very classy house.
Oh, this is classy beyond belief. Oh, Alex's Drawers is asking, what song is this? I don't.
Stale cupcakes.
Ah,
Oh.
great cover on that one.
Perfect ambient tune for this room.
There you go. That's
I
now you know.
can't
What,
imagine what your other room's going to be like now.
I know, right? Now you know
Following
what to request tonight. If you want this song, go and request it from KK.
Where should we go next? Maybe we should look in my kitchen.
Okay.
Boiler, kitchen.
Love how humble you were about going into your house. Oh, I'll just take a quick look in my house. So, oh, this old thing, I just threw it together.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, this is. I say this every week. I'm so jealous of everybody's cozy little kitchens. I've got such a lack of homeware. Oh, hello, who's over here by the coffee grinder? It's the man himself.
Thanks to Sammy. I think Sammy sent me that.
Yeah, thanks to Sammy for sending so many amiibo posters around, or villager posters around. I think all the ones in the studio are actually from Sammy. What a saint! Oh, Ed, come on. Pizza oven in the kitchen?
Yeah, this is a little bit dangerous, isn't it?
Well, I mean, yeah. I just noticed there's a like exhaust coming out into the kitchen. That's okay. We all love the smell of smoky pizza.
Need to get a ventilation fan.
Crack the window open.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
like the plants you've got in here as well.
Yes.
Adding some nice green texture to it.
I'll just get my camera out so we can get like an aerial view of all the plants.
But it's actually took me ages to do the kitchen because I find it so hard to find good kitchen stuff.
I think it's just it's the problem everybody has with like finding surfaces. It's just tough to kind of find, you know, to kind of build out a room like this. Oh, sorry. I know that this is a room full of very fancy things. So what I'm about to compliment is going to, you know, is going to seem trivial, but the peach cardboard box.
Yeah, I love the peach cardboard. Yeah,
it's the first time I've seen it. It looks amazing.
so cool, isn't it? Actually, it's the only one I've got. I don't have any. I assume there's one for every fruit, but that's the only one.
I've got oranges and cherries. If you want to do a box trade later,
Yeah, that would be nice.
if you want to do a fruit market.
I'm enjoying the touch of the knife rack over the sink, hidden away there.
Oh,
Just brings it all together.
look at this.
Lovely stuff, and some cat grass on the table for
Why not?
just chopping into your food.
It's in
Use it
case
while it
it's in
chives.
case Rover comes over. Christena's highlighting the holy kitchenette. And shout out to
Yeah,
everybody on the chat tonight. Hopefully, whatever technical issues we're having tonight aren't too terrible. Let us know if if there's some serious problems on the stream. So what's north?
North? This room hasn't changed that much actually.
Okay.
I don't think.
See if we get a strong pang of nostalgia going into it.
Yeah. Okay. The puzzle. Oh, this is the room. Sorry, I think I'm right in thinking this is the room in which we first noticed that there was condensation on the windows during the rain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Happy, innocent times.
So yeah.
Look at this! Look at this little corner of love over here. Maple, Fauna, and KK Slider. What a trio!
Yeah. Again, KK. Thanks to Sammy. Fauna. Yeah. Just remember left Maple. So Maple is on my wife's island, and she's the most adorable cub. So
I love Maple. Maple's on my wife's island, wife club, too. So that's I'm so jealous of her every time I go and visit. Maple's brand new, right? Maple's a New Horizons original, right? Am I imagining that?
no, I think you're thinking of Judy.
Ah, okay.
Judy's on my island somewhere.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about Judy though.
We don't talk about Judy.
Oh, we can maybe talk about Judy when I show some more screenshots later if we've got time. But yeah, I like that the room still serves the same purpose. I love that you still got your puzzle ready to go, but some official art. Sorry, I say official. You know, some art has been added. I feel like this jug is the same. We were amazed at the pattern on this jug / vase the first time we came here.
The jug is the same. I think that the jug and the chest of drawers and the wardrobe.
I mean, what about the gold kimono stand though? You know what I mean?
That's new. That's definitely new.
That wasn't here
That's
before.
getting a lot of love on the chat as well.
That's 240,000 bells or something absurd. So I kind of had to. I bought it and I was like, I have to put it out. But that scroll on the wall is 140,000 bells.
Is it really? Let me animate the camera. There it is.
Sure. Not quite sure why that's so expensive an item. But
Handmade, probably.
Gold thread, probably.
Yeah. And the finest silk.
oh yeah.
Love that you've got
Lovely
your
stuff.
sewing machine going, so you can. I'm assuming that you're making these scrolls and kimonos.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's the. Yeah, so I'm sewing together a kimono. That's the implication. Yeah.
And you've got an incense burner and some kind of incense or maybe other kind of oils wick in the side, just to cover up any stench that might be in here. So that's good.
This is a very clean room. It looks like to me.
So it's very lovely. Right. Next.
Okay, so here we go. Now, how many rooms did you have last time we visited?
I think I only had 2. Maybe I just had 2. Maybe
Yes.
3.
So now we're entering.
Got upstairs first.
Yeah. Everybody always wants to show us the basement last. Am I just imagining that? I feel like the basement is everybody's coup de grace in the house.
Yeah, I think that's... No, not quite.
Look at this.
Yeah, this is my study area where
Okay.
I composed my essay for the fossil journal.
What I love about this room is it tells the story of somebody who's been living in this world for 10 weeks. You know, awards, fishing trophies, stamp rally prizes.
Yeah.
I mean, what are all these trophies from? I didn't realise we'd had this many competitions.
A lot of them are Happy Home Academy.
Blimey.
Two of them
But
are
the
from
house
the
is
fishing
good.
journey.
They just keep giving you awards. They just can't stop.
I think the clock is from the Happy Home Academy. Well, they just keep giving me antique furniture.
Look, this is a very classy study.
Look at this cabinet. Sorry, I missed this cabinet. That's
The
incredible.
trophy cabinet.
Yeah. Hang on. Are those? Does the cabinet come with those trophies in it?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, it does,
Okay.
So the object is a trophy cabinet.
Yes, yeah. But you can put additional trophies on top of it.
And so, is the trophy cabinet a Happy Home Academy
No,
award?
that's something you can craft.
Oh wow, this is delightful. I feel like this is the room that is going to add 1 million bells to your property value. Nincompoop says you need a smoking jacket here.
Oops.
I think there is a smoking jacket in the game, right? Oh, we're getting the question, what is this song?
KK Today? I think it's called.
Oh, wait, I'm trying to find it in the catalogue. At least I will when I get out of camera mode.
This
Let's
room
have
is
a-
also the most Resident Evil-y of the rooms inside. I can imagine if it was just full of dust and, a body. That's all it would take.
There's
And
a
you've got
class here out.
A typewriter for saving it as well.
So I was showing off the... Oh, sorry, I've just spotted the outfit change.
Yeah. Well, you said it classier. It's a classier outfit.
That's very classy. The white shoes just really set it off. That's how you know it's old money. the eccentricity.
Oh, you've got the exact hairstyle and colour that I used to have in a different Animal Crossing game as well, back in New Leaf. How exciting.
I'm coming with that haircut next week. Who's asking a question to the chat? How many trees in Martin's pockets this week? I'll get my inventory out. I'll let you know. Take a guess. Ho reckons
I'm gonna
20.
say 10.
Oh, sorry, Ed. I just marched downstairs without.
Oh no!
What a bad house guest. Oh my goodness me.
Are we going downstairs now? Then?
Well, I guess we
Wait.
better
No.
now.
We
No.
have to.
No. I'll come back up.
You're going back up.
I'll come back up. Yeah. God,
It
that
doesn't
seems.
matter. I've come down now.
Okay. I'm coming down.
You're coming down.
I'm
Okay.
coming down. Sorry, I was getting too distracted trying to think how many trees I had in my own pocket. So there's a variety of guesses, and the answer this week is none. Got no trees in my pocket this week. I've got 15 bushes. 15 bushes, no trees, and what looks to
Lots
be
of bells.
about 700,000 bells. Oh, look at this. So what's going on here, Ed? That's what I want to know first and foremost. It looks. I mean, I don't want to make a value judgment. It looks pretty evil. What's happening?
Well, this is just my secret. Well, not so secret now. Robotics Lab. Yeah, where I've been working on constructing various things. And
A pedal board, making an evil sounding for your Doom music, presumably.
yeah, there's a bit of music down here as well. Some chemistry sets, there's all surveillance cameras and all sorts of things. Yeah, there's some interesting posters on the wall as well. Maybe give a clue to what happens down here.
I want to believe it's a Fox Mulder situation.
Yeah. But this room is actually kind of put together with the help of with the high school club WhatsApp chat. So I kind of put this together in Harv's Island with the items I had, and I realised I would never have time to put it together myself with all the items I need to order. So I put out a plea, and everyone came to my rescue, and
It's
so it's
been
kind of tribute to
yeah.
them.
I've got to say, thanks to everybody that has been hooking people up with the things they need, because I remember a couple of weeks ago somebody was, I think it was you, and it was you sharing around that horrible screenshot of people like making
Yes.
unrealistic demands on
Yeah.
other
That's probably
discords.
been the worst aspect, I think, of this New Horizons. People kind of just being really horrendous and saying I need 10,000 NMT for a chance to hang out with Fauna for 10 minutes and things like that. It's just absurd.
Well,
It's just people making an economy when they see an economy they can build upon.
luckily we've
It just
got
happens.
a Discord full of lovely people that just
Yeah,
want to build lovely islands together.
Yeah, you try and pay for things or offer people items. Everyone sort of blanket refuses. And I think someone's actually I went to someone's island to get an item, dropped some money for them, and actually like brought it back to me and insisted I took it back. So it's impossible. It's impossible to people just give you stuff. So yeah, and it's actually everything in this room people kind of donated to me. So all this together.
What a lovely bunch.
Yeah, including the some villager posters on the wall as well, which I didn't have.
I was about to say I'm loving the robot vibes.
Yeah. So one of the mysteries is who builds the robot villages in the game.
And it turns out it's you.
Me, yes.
Oh, I forget their names. Is this Sprocket? Is the bird Sprocket? Is that the bird's name?
Rocket, Ribots, and
Ribots.
Dell. They're the three robot villagers in the game.
Okay, well, this is very frightening.
And it's a briefcase of money.
Oh, is this the 10,000 bells, the 100,000 bells briefcase?
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Is it a fair exchange, or there are only like 80,000 bells inside? We need to know.
So yeah.
Also, I like to see that, as you'd need in a place that uses as much electricity as this, you've got a circuit breaker above the door.
Yeah,
Just
in case any of the robots break out of there.
can shut it down straight away.
I have to shut it down right away.
Oh god, I'm leaving. I'm leaving, guys. Bye. It's freaking me out.
And then just quickly hop to this final room.
Sorry, I realised I ruined the grand finale there by running down into the Robotics Lab. I feel like it was a moment in a horror movie where I'd stumbled on a secret too early. Surprised I didn't get robot shivved in the neck. Oh, hello.
It's a little lecture theatre.
Oh. Isn't this amazing? I got a projector. Got the world map.
This feels like it's going to be an Indiana Jones setup, and your students will go off and become rogue archaeologists.
Hopefully, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
This is the. I'm guessing it's the students' fees that pay for the robotics lab downstairs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you see, it's a whole system. By day, I'm a lovely academic professor teaching classes on frog dissection and anatomy. And by night, I'm constructing robotic villages and selling them.
Just zooming into the frog model. Is this frog model? It's not a flick model, is it? It's something different.
It is. It's the one you get from CJ.
Oh, CJ. Sorry. Of course. Sorry. My
Well,
bad.
Flick.
Frogs are not insects. My bad.
Flick does make them, doesn't he? But
yeah,
you get them by.
I'm just
I
bad
think
at
it's
biology.
very easy to underestimate those models, because often you think, oh, why would I need a model of whatever insect it is or whatever creature it is? But when you see the variety of different ways they can come, it's the same with just putting them down as objects, actually, like with the ants being in a glass.
Ho in the chat
really
is rejecting the frog. She says no, thank you to the frog. I think as we've mentioned in the past, she's frogophobic. But a question for Ho: What about the frog villagers? It's just the humanoid, just their humanoid style make them less creepy. Look at this. Look, loving this. I don't have applause, but I've got joy. There we go. Okay. Well, thank
That's
you
the
for
house.
inviting us to your house.
What a house!
Right.
Oh God.
How'd you go?
One day the viewers on the stream will see my house, and it'll be such a underwhelming disappointment. Okay. Ho's confirming she likes Gigi and Puddles. Oh yeah, of course. Ho nominated Gigi in the High School Club Villager vote off. Gigi is a fierce queen. Sammy's giving love for Prince.
How do you feel walking out of your house every day from the top of the island? Pretty grand.
Pretty grand, yeah. I think we go
So
around the
many
back.
star pieces.
Yeah. I feel like there's there's a lot of slowdown in this area. I've noticed the frame rate seems to
Oh yeah.
I don't know what causes. I don't know if that's the flowers or. I think if we go up here, we'll see something else interesting.
Hadn't even noticed that subtle frame rate drop. It's the starry power of the fragments, I imagine. Oh, look at this sign. I'm just going to zoom in on it. Now, I've seen a little. I think I've seen a preview of this area
Yeah.
on Twitter.
It's a bit changed a little bit since last time.
Yes, loving this.
Yeah, this is Red's dodgy street market.
Oh, Red owns the whole thing.
Unsanctioned street market.
Hidden on the back of the
I think we've located the cause of the slowdown.
It could be. Well, no, it seems right. It seems right in here. You don't
Yeah,
seem to
that's
get any slowdown in the market itself.
Oh my god, okay, right, so what have we got here? We've got some fossils, got some art, records, briefcases,
Anything you want,
skulls,
really.
get your fortune told, bootleg,
Authentic art.
bootleg zipper, merchandise.
knock off zipper merchandise.
Oh, this is
Nintendo
amazing.
Switch up there.
Is it bootleg?
I don't know.
We don't endorse that on this stream. Red, what are you doing, Red?
This is all legit stuff, I think. I don't know.
Who says it's a non-tendy swatch? A 65-in-1 Nintendo swatch. Love the refuse on the beach, giving it that dirty back street feel.
Very good. Got a fuel art.
Look at this pizza lamp. I want that.
Yeah, that's a
I'll buy that,
stable,
Fred.
stable pattern, I think.
Oh, nice. Oh, and also the little touch of the outdoor generator being on, giving it a disturbing kind of dissonance.
I wanted to create as much noise as I could in this area. That's why it's laying out everywhere.
Oh, I love this.
Okay.
It's so
Okay.
claustrophobic.
Yeah.
But good. Oh,
Oh, that's how you get to the other side. I was wondering about that.
well, it's not. It's an unsanctioned street market, of course. So you don't
There's no health and safety here.
exactly.
You'll watch out for falling turtles.
You got the arcades up top.
Cool. Great for people who want to smoke while doing the arcade, because they can do it outside.
Exactly.
Much less stinky.
The electricity poles or telephone poles, whatever they are, they're so good for creating that kind of more
Street
yeah,
vibe.
real life kind of vibe.
Urban feel.
Urban, sorry, I should. That's... Oh, solar panels, very nice.
Yes.
Guessing this is the source of the electricity. Oh, how many? Sorry, Ed, how many satellite dishes have you got?
think there's 5 or maybe 5. I think.
What are you
Maybe
trying
six.
to? Is this part of the robot project? What's going on?
That's what this is what I'm funding. See, it's a SETI program. We're trying to get to the bottom of why we're all on these islands.
The barbed wire as well. Such a kind of oppressive.
Yeah, you can't-
Do not trespass vibe.
Yeah, it's spiked. Well, just to keep out, it's a dangerous area for we don't want villagers wandering up here and crashing into a
contrast
solar
it.
panel or getting tangled in a radar.
Just below is a nice little scene with a pizza oven and chopping board.
Oh yeah, that's Egbert's Pizzeria.
Oh,
Then up above, in the forbidden zone, it's all barbed wire, barrels, and mysterious electronics.
yeah. This and like a little. Oh, hello. Oh, I didn't know you could do this on suspended platforms. That's new to me. That's new to me. I've been amazed. Okay, sorry. I've
Nice,
lost
so
you.
you can
I've lost you both. Oh, no, you're okay.
There you go.
you can just sneak back from your house to get into Red's area just by hopping over there. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, me and Red have got an arrangement.
Big fan of Red's illicit zone.
Once every 2 weeks, you can very quickly get over to see Red.
Well, it means I can check very rapidly if he's there or not. It is that area is best when the Red is in as well.
I like every morning when I load up the game, I'll look at my mini map and see if Red's symbol is there.
And it never is.
Sometimes it is, and then it's exciting.
Yeah,
Love
so
it.
here's this
Up in
area.
this little neighbourhood.
Pizzeria.
The Pizza District.
I love this. It's a very pizza-friendly town. It's my kind of place.
Naples of the Armageddon. How do you say it?
There's a lot of food. I was trying to think of areas. I think it's just think of food. But the villagers love to eat, and they have to eat.
People I know says, does Isabel not announce when you're visiting? No, I thought she would, but it's only the first time.
Okay.
Then you just have to keep an eye out for Red.
Not every single time.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, so I just look at my mini map and see if the icon is above the beach.
It's so wild, like coming to visit again, because I don't think I've been back to your island, Ed, since our initial visit, and it just feels
Oh, really?
like a kind of totally new visit. Oh, what's this over here? It's just like a
Well, there's a
craft
couple
set.
of things which were here before. I think
This
this
is
was here.
This is my turnip farm.
Ah.
Normally, no, in the week I'd have loads of turnips.
Funding all your activities.
How are we doing on turnips, by the way? Like, what's your weekly investment these days?
I've scaled it back actually to about 100k.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I think I've got one more mortgage payment. I think that final one. I don't think it does anything that exciting. I think it's just to say
You-
paid it off.
I think you get unlimited remodels of your roof or something like that. Is that right, chat?
I think the remodels are only about $5,000 anyway, so it's not.
Yeah.
It's not a biggie.
I've always done very small amounts. So I think I did 50,000 investment for the first few weeks. Then I did 100,000 once I had a bit more money, and now the last week I did the 200,000 investment just because I had I got my final mortgage payment to make as well. And I think I'll carry on doing it about that level for now.
I feel like you always have to do a little bit of turnips every week because otherwise it's just a bit of a pain trying to just fish and get fruit and things. It's quite time consuming.
I think it's just kept me very engaged with the game, checking it every day for turnip prices, and I think I'll carry on doing that for a while, even once my major payments have been made, just to help out other people in the community. I'm still waiting for my own big spike.
I don't think I've ever had a big spike.
I don't
So
really know.
I've got
I
to keep
don't.
checking for 100s.
I don't really know what to make of these squid.
The drying squid?
The dried squid. I mean,
Well, you want to put them on a stick and eat them.
there are no squid in the game, right? Only octopi. Villagers wise, or am I wrong?
No, I think they're only octopi. I think so.
Oh, who's this guy? Oh, this is
That's
Murphy.
Murphy.
This is okay.
All your villagers are hanging out in this area.
Yeah,
I said all 3 of them are.
I've noticed that sometimes when you visit people's islands, the villagers tend to congregate in the bottom right of the island. I don't know if you ever noticed that.
No.
This
I don't
sounds
know
like
if that's a coincidence, but I'm sure every time I go to an island, people's island, I always tend to find there's a cluster of villagers in the bottom right.
is that SETI intel?
That's part of my research.
Speaking of being 10 weeks in, we still don't know what this jetty's for.
No. And I love that fact.
Yes.
I don't know what that jetty's for. I don't know how you get pitfalls, but I know that they exist in the game, apparently.
Yeah, I've seen people with pitfalls, but I assume it's just a recipe that you find. Is it not?
I think it's
I don't know.
I believe it's a recipe. I think Philippa. I don't think she mentioned it on the episode in which we had the murder mystery, but I think that she crafted the pitfall traps that exist at the kind of culmination of the mystery. Sammy says you get different fish off the jetty. Did not know that.
Yeah, you do. You get tuna, marlin.
Oh, I never managed to find a tuna. I do sometimes throw bait off the jetty just to see what I might get, but I haven't had a tuna there.
That's a great fact, Sammy. Does that get mentioned in the Critterpedia, or is that knowledge? Is that street knowledge?
I think they do. I think it does say in the Critterpedia.
That's why I don't have it, because I've never fished off the jetty. I like to stand on the jetty and be thoughtful.
Mm. Speaking of thoughtful, I'm talking to Egbert, who we spoke to the first time we visited, and he left quite an impression on me. He's saying, "I'm playing hard at it today, playing hard, snacking hard, yelling Phil Collins hard."
What?
Why would he be doing that?
I don't know. Where's he got that from? I don't know. Egbert's got this weird Phil Collins obsession. I don't know.
Oh, Egbert. What a guy. We've all got our obsessions. Robots, aliens, Phil Collins.
This is Kevin the pig's house.
Is Kevin new?
Do you know why he's called Kevin though?
Why is he called Kevin?
He's a pig, and there's only ever between him and any other villager or character in the game, there's only ever 6 degrees of separation.
Wait, there you go. I'll do the heartbreak emoji. There you go. That's what that gets.
I'm pretty sure that's why.
Maybe that is the joke.
I think that is. It must be deliberate, but he's
The bacon connection.
pig and he's called Kevin. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're onto something.
They know what they're doing, these Animal Crossing designers. Are there any particular villager houses that you really like, Ed?
Oh, yeah. So you notice a difference between the yes. But this is the classy district where
they've got brick walls.
they have brick walls. So this is where Judy lives here. Patty and I think Fauna did live here, but now Cherry. This house here with the black door is where Cherry lives. She just moved in this week. That's where Fauna used to live. That's why. So Cherry doesn't really have an area yet because I don't really know her well enough.
I mean, you've given her all these flowers though. So that is.
Yeah, I put
a good
down a load
start.
of just trying to grow some. I've not really seriously started growing flowers yet. I know everyone in the Discord is really into them.
Oh yeah, I've got some gardening clubs screenshots that we didn't show during our technical issues earlier.
Which is another really fun thing about this game. Actually, people come to do that. Where I've done, what is it? Five people can come and water flowers and you get extra bonuses.
Yeah, I've seen the watering gang on the Discord. They're always in action. I don't have my watering can with me today. I'm so sorry. Shrinky's doing the biz though.
Yeah, that wasn't a hint for you to water.
I should put the can.
Sorry,
I don't have a watering can in my pockets. I'm too busy having just bags of bells.
And my watering can just broke. I used it
no.
once. That's a disaster.
I'll tell you what we'll do. When we listen to KK this week, I'll put up some of the screenshots we didn't get to show earlier on to celebrate 10 weeks.
So Judy lives down here. Oh no, that's not Judy. Oh, here's Paolo. He's another adorable elephant. I don't think he was here last time.
Yeah, he's never met me before. I don't think I've seen him before.
I love
Ever.
the elephant. They're probably my favourite.
Oh,
Got strong eyebrows.
Animal
Oh.
species.
he suspects I may be a spy. It's okay. His suspicions have have subsided. He's a cool guy.
He's pretty
Love his
cool.
little paintbrush tail.
Oh yeah. That is lovely. Isn't it? And here's Judy's little library here.
Oh.
Outdoor library.
Oh, I remember. There's some desire for these bookcases on the Discord. I've been hoping to find a recipe for these, but I haven't yet. They're a craft item, right?
They are a craft item, but they take that I think 5 books to craft them. So they're quite,
Do you have to
books
wait?
are quite,
How do you craft books?
well, you can't craft. I don't think you can craft books,
No, once you can order books, you can then use them to craft other fun stuff.
I see.
but you can only order 5 a day. That's the problem. So if you want to craft a lot of bookshelves, you're gonna need some help or take your time.
So this is definitely on my want list. Because I mean, I'm a little. I suppose in some ways I'm a little bit A-type, and I really love these kind of like outdoor buildings. But it kills me that we can't put roofs on top of them or gazebos, which I know doesn't really make sense with the like kind of overhead Animal Crossing view. But a
Yeah,
part
it's
of me would
definitely
really love it.
It's less fun when it's raining. These areas, you're like, oh,
Yeah, you're just
Everything-
thinking, all my books
down.
are ruined.
Well, maybe it's like a grandma's house situation. Actually, everything is plastic wrapped.
Or maybe they're all fake, made out of plastic.
Maybe.
Is that better or worse? I don't know. Probably worse.
I would love to put roofs on that. I know that's completely ridiculous, though.
I suppose all this was tried out with Pocket Camp, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
it worked so well that they didn't need to put roofs on. People would still believe the conceit.
I sense a jock lives here.
yes. So this is Axel's house. This is where we visited before.
We gotta say hello to Axel. I know we're trying. I know it seems like in general we're trying to limit visiting all the villagers on stream now. But you know, here he is. Oh,
It is a horrible house, unfortunately.
well, he's an original, right?
He's the original villager.
He's asking me if I like his wooden table.
Really, Axel.
He's telling me he doesn't
Well.
read much. What a lad.
He's got his crawfish in the tank as well. But I actually bought an amiibo card to replace him, but then I couldn't bring myself to because I realised that he had all his catchphrases and all his friendship level, and I couldn't do it. So I've got the card.
I think we need.
Yeah.
I thi-
If he asked to leave, would you let him go and then replace him with himself?
I'd have to have a long think about it.
I couldn't do it if Rowan asked to leave. I think Rowan is my equivalent of Axel. If Rowan asked to leave, and I built his. No, he was an original island dweller with me too, actually. So if he asked to leave, I think I would, have to try and beg him to stay. Small Flowers is loving his little fringe. He's just an all-around great guy. His little green ear tips as well.
Underrated, incredibly underrated villager.
Absolutely.
Kind of. That's kind of
Hose-
everything. I think.
Hose noticed he's not displaying his sweatpants anymore. So
Oh, he stopped doing that. That is a shame. Sometimes the villagers just display clothing items instead of wearing them. They just stick their clothing items around there.
I forget. I think it was Sammy. I might be wrong. Who gave a villager the expensive TV, and they displayed it facing the wall in their house. Some kind of political statement, no doubt.
Yes.
So have we
There
come
was
full
one-
circle?
There was
Kind
one
of.
other area that
Oh,
I
yeah.
spotted you've still got that hasn't,
Well, we've
or
not
that's
been.
developed a little bit up on the
There's
top left.
Yeah, we could go there quick. We'll go quickly there.
is this the music area?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah, I remember it fondly.
I think this campsite area is still pretty.
Oh, yeah, this is lovely stuff.
I've not really done much of my beat apart from this area we're going to now. The actual beat,
Ooh, that anchor. That's nice.
that's fishing zone as well. You got a lot of lighting in the fishing.
I'm gonna do better next fishing tourney. I think I'll invite some people to my island actually, and I think I'll be much better at it when we do it as a group. Loving this Moai statue. Is that what they're called? Easter Island head.
Yes. That fell out of a balloon.
Did it? I'm sure I got mine from Gulliver. I might be wrong.
Or maybe. I feel like it fell. Maybe it was Gulliver actually.
It got a little changing room on the beach. Was that always there?
No, that's new.
That's nice. That's very handy. Okay, so this has got more instruments.
A few more bits and bobs.
We've got a saxophone. Got a hollow body Gretsch looking guitar over here. Is that how you pronounce that guitar brand? Somebody let me know. Chat, let me know. Oh yes, wait, I'm going to sit in the audience.
Let's imagine I'm singing. Although I realise I don't actually have any music playing.
I tried to take a screenshot and I almost left the island. My bad.
Whew.
I mean, we've had a lot of technical issues tonight. That would really put the cherry on top of it all. I think Shrinky's was relaxing, not listening to the show.
I was taking a little nap.
World.
Oh, I'm sure people have done this. I wish that you could. I wish that the villagers could hold the instruments because that would be an amazing trip to Harv's Island.
Probably cool, wouldn't it? Actually set up a proper band stage.
Oh, Screeching Weasel's asking what was the reaction. I believe your reaction at the microphone. What's that one called?
Which one? The flourish.
Flourish.
Yeah, that's the best reaction.
I don't think I have Flourish yet.
Well, flourish is great, and shyness.
Okay, Small Flowers is asking Animal Crossing Dream Band, who would be in it? Well, we've already established that Barold is very musically adept. So I think Barold's going in. Not sure what instrument. I think
I mean,
Barold.
Kyle would have to be on it.
Carl will be on the guitar. I don't know if you've ever seen Carl actually shred before, but he knows his way around a solo.
I would like to put Barold on the bass.
I feel like he's a saxophonist.
Oh, that's cuter.
I feel like he'd be into really obscure jazz.
Wouldn't it be into synthesizers?
Or possibly, yeah.
Oh my god, there's so many suggestions in the chat. Okay, Mina thinks Octavian on drums for sure. It makes total sense.
That makes sense.
He'd have like 8 kits all in a circle.
Yeah.
Sammy thinks Weber's got a musical house. Small Flowers thinks Axel on drums. I think Axel has the right energy. I think if you want to go, I think maybe Axel for kind of Axel's in some kind of like underground, like sub genre.
You could have Axel on drums, Octavian on percussion, and like xylophone and all the other bits.
Cherry on guitar. That's a great call. Tangy is the singer. Small Flowers. I mean Tangy's got presence for sure. Speaking of music, is it time, guys?
Yeah.
Is it time to go visit the headliner? Now we're gonna go visit KK Slider, everybody. You got to let us know. I know we had some trouble last week with the sound levels during the KK Slider performance, so please let us know if the sound levels don't sound right when we start listening to the performance, because obviously I know that we've had a few technical issues tonight, so thank you for your patience. I think it's probably due to the amount of electricity Ed is using in his robot lab.
Sucking up those volts.
Yeah, I think so.
But he's compensating with all those big solar panels.
Well, that is true.
True, yeah.
I think it's due to the amount of electricity required for the switch to run Ed's Island.
Probably. There's been a lot of slowdown. Okay, everybody. So it's the time of the week again we need you to let us know which KK Slider tracks you would like us to request tonight. Let us know in the chat, and we will put the first few that we see into a Twitch poll. Okay, KK Metal immediately. KK Scar, you know, KK Scar, barreled song, of course.
The one playing in Ed's house.
KK
Stale
Disco.
Cupcake.
Was that Etude? Is that the one? Oh no, Stale Cupcakes.
Well, there's a few different ones, wasn't there?
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
Stale
Heat Horizons.
Cupcakes. Stale Cupcakes is one playing in the main room. KK Etude. There's one playing in the study.
A lot of strong suggestions.
Okay. So let's. I'll put the first shoe in there. What? So I'm just gonna pick the first 5 that I see. Oh, people I know are suggesting New Horizons to mark the 10th week.
It's a good one. Good suggestion.
That's quite a good one. So we're gonna say. Okay, it's only gonna let me put in 5 options.
Okay.
So those are the 5 I've chosen. And the poll is now active in the chat. So get voting. Got KK Metal, KK Scar, Only Me, New Horizons, and KK Etude. Apologies if you didn't get on the poll. I didn't realise we could only do 5. Oh,
You'll have to go to the. It's above the chat if you haven't done a Twitch poll before.
yeah, you should see it at the topmost part of the chat. You can see without scrolling up. Oh God, it's all over the place. KK Metal and New Horizons are neck and neck. Now New Horizons is coming out number 1. Looking like it's stabilised. It's going to be New Horizons or KK Etude. Is that how you say that?
Etude.
Etude.
Or
New Horizons just pulled out ahead.
oh blimey, it's all over the place. Okay, a couple seconds left. It looks like the final result is going to be New Horizons.
How appropriate.
Ed, if you do the honours
Right.
of requesting.
Is it called New Horizons or is it Welcome?
Is it Welcome Horizons or New Horizons?
That's a very good question.
Let me check in my catalogue. It's Welcome Horizons.
Yeah.
Ho has already confirmed. There it is. And it's one of the ones that you can only get by requesting from KK, I believe. Let me know if I'm wrong. So yeah, thanks. While Ed requests, thanks everybody for dealing with the technical issues tonight. Hopefully, whatever the problem is, we'll get it sorted out for next week. Apologies for any kind of buffering and things of that nature. You know, the stream's been running pretty well these 10 weeks. Apart from that time where we almost ended the stream halfway through due to connection issues. But you know, you live, you learn.
It's live TV, sort of.
That's right. That's what makes it exciting, right?
In fact, when you consider that we've got 3 different connections to rely on, plus Twitch itself.
Torpor Dust is asking people to remember when they did live EastEnders. What times?
I do remember that.
Great days.
Yeah, we've got fewer problems with the set for us.
Exactly. We also don't have Shane Ritchie, which is a big problem. We should get him on the stream one time. Wait, is he still with us? Questions to the chat. Okay, good.
Pretty sure.
Phew.
I don't know if the character in EastEnders is.
Okay, good. I get a bit confused sometimes. So yeah, I'm going to try and really choppily put some of the screenshots we didn't get to show during our technical issues earlier on screen. Right now as we go through it. So want to call out Ho, who is the resident rep of Fire Island for putting on the Fire Festival. I think that was all the way back in week 1. We've got some footage of that, and the rumor has it that we'll go to Fire in a future week to see just what went wrong with the music festival disaster. Really loved this screenshot that Lex sent of a tattoo parlor that was set up on Halves Island. It looks really amazing. If you could get a tattoo of any Animal Crossing villager, who would you get and why? Questions to the group right there. I'll make that a little bit larger so we can really take in the detail there. Shrinks, who you getting some sweet ink of?
Well, I'm trying to think who's got a most iconic kind of outline. So that's probably what you want.
KK slider.
A KK. Ho's getting a barrel tattoo straight away.
Oh, no.
To get a tattoo of Bitty, yeah, I'm getting Bitty. Torpal just wants Gulliver.
We'll get matching Bitty tattoos.
Oh, Mina knows. Hazel has a full back piece. Yeah, she does. I love Hazel. Hazel's like my breakout fave villager this time. What else have we got? Yeah, I wanted to say a big thank you to the gardening club in general. I know lots of people have been working to collaborating to kind of get those rare flowers. Got Noble Panda here, who was excited to see the first blue roses starting to bloom. Sammy, of course, has been a real leader in the gardening gang, and I think this is a picture of Sammy and Mina roaming around, doing some watering. I might be wrong. And I guess we'll just finish with one more screenshot of Mina also discovering the blue roses for the first time after a big gardening gang sesh. It's that time of the stream where we pop on hopefully this works, where we share a link to our Discord. I think that worked. There should be a link to our Discord in the chat now if you want to join us. Also on screen right now are all the various High Score Club links for you to check out. Ed, where can people find you?
If they want to find out more, see more Big Tuna updates, then Capes and Lasers on Twitter.
And it's a very active Animal Crossing account.
I do try and post on there most days. Yeah.
Shrinks, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at ShrinkWrapped. But please, why not take a look at High Score Club's many good places on social media instead, starting with Twitter.
Yeah, and of course we've started to get pretty regularly upload our streams after broadcast to our YouTube channel now. And thank you to everybody that's come to join these Twitch broadcasts via YouTube. It's been really fun to see people kind of join the club that way. And yeah, it was a great week.
I should also always forget to plug the podcast. I make about Animal Crossing Town. If this is your first time watching the stream, please do check out the podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, by the way, you can just listen to the podcast on YouTube by going to the playlist on this channel. Otherwise, you can go to the High School Club website, URL on the screen right now, to find all the different places you can listen to the podcast. Please check it out.
Yeah, and I've got to say, that podcast is amazing. I say it every week. Shrinky does like an incredible job. It is a critically acclaimed podcast. Check it out if you haven't. And I guess that's us for the week. Congratulations on 10 weeks of Animal Crossing, everybody.
Woohoo.
Here's to at least 10 more.
At least 10 more.
Exactly. One day we'll find out what else happens at the jetty. Or maybe it is just for really cool tuna.
Yeah. Big Tuna.
Tuna on Big Tuna. Thanks for having me.
thanks for coming. And like we mentioned earlier, we are our local post office is open again, so we are shipping High School Club pin badges again, and also pin badges that all come with a link to the Discord too. If anybody is not able to attend these streams and want in, that's another way in. And yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. We'll see you next week, and with hope for our continued growth and to celebrate another week at New Horizons, the 10th week of New Horizons. This has been Town on Tour. See you later.